well, I've got your back. There's plenty of people in here that will attest to that, new and old. I try to take care of everybody as much as I can. But hopefully just nasty little deeds come out of all of this, and you'll know what a deed is when we see it. All replays go to YouTube. Click my name, go to the link tree, follow it in there. That's probably a good idea. That's where the replays go in case you miss something. Robert with the hot tour. Good morning, everybody. It's that rip time again. Let's see what kind of damage we can do, okay? And we're going to do an instant replay right after this, okay? Okay? All right, let's rip. Well, you know we've got a lot of blasters here. We've got 4 of them. So let's start with a couple of those. Okay. Same break is pinned at the bottom, folks. Same break. I don't know who's left in it, but I got to imagine there's some decent ones. And I'm thinking about we'll either do a bigger one tonight or we'll do a big one on Sunday morning. Maybe put a little more hobby action in it. I haven't decided yet. Maybe we'll do both. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Emptiness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Good luck, everybody. It starts here. Brock Purdy, Jacoby Brissett, Rashad White, Roma Dunze on the NFL debut, Roman Wilson for the Steelers, and a Geno Stone for the Bengals. Are we going to get to see a little Roman Wilson action this year? I think we probably are. Maybe they know something we don't know. Okay. I still like Mosaic. I don't care what anybody says. James Cook, Christian Watson, Patrick Mahomes II, Al Toon, Josh Allen, and a Bradley Chubb on the bang. Joshua Allen got a little skid mark action going on there. He can't learn the playbook? What? DeAndre Swift, Jalen Hyatt, Vinny Testaverde, Audric Estime. For the Cowboys, a green Mosaic epic performer, CeeDee Lamb, with a Patty Mahomes behind that. Yes, sir. Thank you. I will take both of those. One goes to Arkham. One goes to Gabe. The good old random Luke Kuechly. An ancient relic. He played 9 minutes last year. Good gracious. I'm going to just cut him. Josh Palmer, Devontae Smith, Trey Benson, Adonai Mitchell for the Colts, Jordan Poyer for the Dolphins, I'm sorry. For the it says it down at the bottom, but you can't really see it. And David Montgomery on the Touchdown Masters Kid Reporter. Michael Pittman Jr., Amari Cooper, Raheem Mostert, Tony Richardson, Trey Hendrickson. Hey, there's a little national pride, Joshua Allen for the Bills. How you like that? How you like that? All right, now give us a honeycomb in this last one. Okay? All right, thanks. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Ayuk, Greg Lloyd, Michael Penix on the base. Hey, I don't know. Is that's not honeycomb. That's, what is that? What is that? That's not honeycomb. It's the other one. Josh Jacobs, It's the weird word. Kaleidoscopic. Thank you, Arkham. It's a Seahawk. Seahawks get a little deed this morning. Going to Ruben. DK Metcalf. Not bad, bro. I know he's not on the team anymore, but I got a feeling this guy's about to go off. He's about to go off. They've cleared the path for the gentleman, and he's about to go off. It's a pretty good box right there. Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, little DK Metcalf action. And the Seahawks never get any love, so that's kind of nice. We'll take that. I think there's no way around it, Kim. I don't even care who's throwing him the football. It really doesn't matter. Christian Gonzalez, Chris Jones, Will Levis, Brock Purdy, Renardo Green, and Fred Warner for the Niners. Okay. Take that, Justin, to start the day out. Ya boy. Y'all got pretty good offense, though. Marvin Mims, Dalton Kincaid, Mike Evans, Bill Parcells. On the silver, Aaron Jones has been showing up a lot here lately. And Jalen Hurts on the epic performers. Chris Saxon paid. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom. Same exact break. I got to imagine somebody in there was worth your time. I truly believe that. Romeo Dobbs, Aaron Rodgers, Deebo Samuel, Noah Fant, Byron Murphy II for the Seahawks, and on the rookie for the Jags. Sweet. Little color match. NFL debut Brian Thomas Jr. action going to my boy, Mr. Soprano. They just sat there for you, brother. They were just sitting there for you. That's all it was. They're waiting for you to get up. You can, Chris Saxon. It's done. It's a done deal. Start making the video, the highlight, screen record. Send that and post it. Kendrick Bourne, Rashee Rice, Ben Sinnott. We love him. Jalen McMillan for the Bucks. We got a bear. It's a rookie. Roma Dunze on the silver mosaic. Not bad. And a Jackson Smith and Jigba on the elevate for another Seahawks treasure. Appreciate the likes, Kimberly. Appreciate you spending your time with me when you're, out and about with your family. You don't get to spend a whole lot of time with those people. You had to travel and all that stuff. But yet, here you are, chilling with Primo. And his band of cohorts. We've got Keenan Allen, Jelani Woods, Darren Waller, Jahan Dotson, DeAndre Swift. We got a rookie, Christopher Braswell for the Bucks. And we'll do a mega after this. Then we'll knock out those other two blasters. Doc, that's not true. Don't say that. I don't believe that. I forgot about Mike over here. My bad. He's just sitting over here all by his lonesome, just chilling. Okay. I had to take care of him. Njoku, Joey Bosa, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Terry Bradshaw, Nate Wiggins for the Ravens will take, and another Bradley Chubb on the bang. Bradley Chubb said, "What up?" twice. Two time. Okay. All right. Two blasters in, not doing too bad here, folks. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. Appreciate the follow, Drew. We got the exact same break that we're doing right now in the shop. I gotta imagine there's at least a few decent teams in that. I don't know how many's come off the board, but if it's more than, if it's, I'd say anywhere. If there was 8 squads left, there still should be somebody chilling. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So anything over 8, in my opinion. Because you don't ever know what the last 8 will be. We start out with a mem. James Conner, Kayshon Boutte, Harrison Smith. Our mem is a Brock Bowers. Good morning, Justin. Another deed for the collection. Khalil Shakir for the Bills on the Silver Hollow. Eric All for the Bengals. And Terry and Arnold for the Detroit Lions. My boy. Eric's boy. Kimberly's boy. And like the next break is the exact same one we're doing right now. And then tonight I'll probably do something, maybe do something with a little bit more hobbies in it, maybe. Mike Gesicki, Chris Jones, Geno Smith, Debo Samuel. What we got going on here? Chain Reaction, Saquon Barkley, paid. Chris Jenkins and Dijon Edwards. Oh, here comes my ride. Jarrett Stidham, Zay Flowers, Patty, French Fries, Dallas Goddard. For the Packers, Edwin Cooper. Michael Pratt for the Bucks and Jaden Hicks. Look, Kimberly got it. Nobody else got it, but Kimberly got it. Or they didn't think it was funny. Maybe they got it and they didn't think it was funny. But I try. Zach Allen, Josh Allen, Chris Godwin, Leonard Williams. For the Cowboys, Marshawn Nealon, Ben Sinnott, and Cam Jordan. Boy, oh boy, are we due for a nice card out of one of these megas. What did I do? Is everyone that I have left nasty? Like crazy nasty? What's going on? Romeo Dobbs, Adam Thielen, CJ Mosley, Aaron Rodgers. Ryan Flournoy for the Cowboys, Troy Franklin, and Derek Carr. Look here, look. They came back for me. DeForest Buckner, Deshaun Watson, Jalen Hyatt, Jamal Williams, CJ Mosley, Jerzon Newton, yeah, and a Marvin Harrison Jr. They can't find him. Where is he? One of the perks of living in the city. That's kind of a constant thing. I don't care where you're at in the city. That's a constant thing. Two blasters. Well, they should know I'm on TikTok right now. Ripping, yeah. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 41 people in the room. Even if you don't get in the next break or if you're in this break, would you please give me a follow? Follow Primo. If you like breaking, follow Primo. Look at all them likes. 25K likes. Yeah, you want to at least see me at least one more time. Nobody? No follows? Everybody in here's following Primo already? I don't believe it. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gus Edwards, A.J. Brown, Xavier Worthy on the NFL debut for the Chiefs, DeAndre Hopkins, Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags, and a Kyle Duggar for the Pats. 19 squads remain. Yeah, there's definitely some good squads left. Well, I just say that because, I mean, I guess it's possible everybody's in here following me, but I doubt it. So how many of the 39 are bots? 7? We've got Matt Milano. Something must be going down. Nick Chubb, Kyron Williams, Levante David, Honey Badger, and CeeDee Lamb. It's probably an accident on the interstate. We already knew you were a bot, Curse Saxon. We already knew. B. John, Devin A. Chain, Cameron Jordan, Terrell Owens, Javon Baker, and a Josh Hines Allen for the Jags. I want to be a real boy. So where I'm at, the road that I'm on, it's probably the easiest way to get to the next major city. So it calls for a lot of thoroughfare sometimes if something goes down. Mike Mayer, Quincy Williams, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Polk, Javon Bullard for the Pack, Myles Garrett, and a kid reporter. Somebody was watching. He filled. He's ripping. Live at the fire station. Marvin Mims, Dalton Kincaid, Tyler Higbee, Latu for the Colts, Bobby Wagner, and Fashanu for the Jets. A deed Brett. Dobbs, TJ Watt, Pace Jr., Dak Prescott, Jamari Thrash for the Browns, and Cortland Sutton for the Broncos. And one more blaster to go. Then we'll do that mega. Then we'll do that retail box. And we got 2 hobbies to go after that. Oh, my goodness. Joshua Hines Allen, Danny Dimes, Sam Bradford, Jonathan Brooks on the NFL debut, Michael Hall Jr. for the Browns, and a David Njoku for the Browns, who hardly ever get anything. We'll take that, Butter. We'll take a little Njoku action. That boy plays all right. I ain't seen Josh B this morning. He's got the Panthers. Keenan Allen, Jelani Woods, Justin Herbert, Ken Anderson for the Bengals, TJ Watt, and a Caleb Williams on the notoriety. He is. Well, maybe they're fixing that to some degree. Njoku, Saquon Barkley, Eddie George, Luke McCaffrey. They've been trying to fix it for a long time. Ed Reed on the Epic Performers green mosaic, and a George Karlaftis for the Chiefs. This is kind of like how the other one started. Is there a deed in this blaster? Luke McCaffrey was in there. Tyler Lockett, Taysom Hill, Charles Haley, Keon Coleman for the Bills, for the Cardinals, Jalen Thompson on the silver mosaic, and Dan Marino on the touchdown masters for the Fins. A.J. Terrell, Alex Singleton, Jacoby Myers, Brian Mitchell, Bo Nix on the NFL debut, and a Harry Carson for the G-Men, going to Mr. Robert Bohan. Oh, Mike, we got a ways to go here. We ain't even done yet. We done a mega and some blasters. We ain't got to the good stuff yet. Anthony Richardson, Quinnen Williams, Mark Brunell, Jacob Cowing. Yep, stained glass. Micah Parsons for the Cowboys. And let's see here. It's a rookie. It's a Ram. Blake Corum going to Bullish. There you go, brother. Happy Saturday morning. A little deed for the deedsman. Here you go, brother. A little Blake Corum action. Stained glass style. There it is. Holla. Okay, mosaic treated us well. Not bad, mate. But we've got these mega. We got this mega and some retail. Oh my goodness. By the way, we're doing the exact same break. It's pinned in the shop. Last tally was 19 squads left. That means somebody is chilling. Oh, hey, Bullish. How about a deed? Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've got, what's that? Joe Mixon, Gardner Minshew, Jabril Peppers, Jacoby Brissett, a rated rookie Bo Nix we will certainly take on the throwback, Dallas Turner, and Nate Wiggins. He was here the other day when we got that nasty patch, the RPA 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3 or something like that. We've got Javonte Williams, Mark Andrews, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill. For the G-Men, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Jaheim Bell, and a Titan, Tavondre Sweat. G-Men, you're Robert, you're getting a deed here and a deed there. Now it's lining up for maybe a true deed. Patty Surtain, James Cook, Darius Slayton, Kendre Miller. Oh, we take that. J.J. McCarthy on the deed. On a deed going to Mr. Brian Breen. Lad McConkey for the Chargers and Jeremy Ruckert. Pop. You better be, Doc. Don't lie to me. A deed. Luke Musgrave, Deontay Johnson, Kobe Turner, Matt Stafford. Seahawks, Byron Murphy II, Jaquan Jackson, another Titan, and Isaiah Simmons. Patch, Michael Wilson, Zach Ertz, DeAndre Hopkins, RDS Ray Davis for the Bills. On the first year fresh, Tyreek Hill on the Silver Hollow for the Dolphins going to 238. Theo Johnson, my best friend, and Jalen Wright. Ray. Boy, these megas are teasing us, aren't they? My goodness. They sure are. Goodness gracious. Zaire Franklin, Nick Chubb, Quentin Johnston, Mike Mayer, passing grade Jordan Love for the Pack, Braylon Allen for the Jets will take, and another Titan, J.C. Latham. 3 Titans in 1 mega box. Well. All right, we'll do the retail, and then it's 2 hobbies. Let's go ahead and bring them down for something silly happens. Get on out of here. All right. Come on, Optic Retail. Be good to us. This is the end of Panini. Then it's all Topps action. Hobby style. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more again. 20 packs, empty box. Good luck. Stars and Deeds inbound. Starish Deeds. We start out with a star. Patty Mahomes, Deuce Vaughn, Leonard Williams, and a little rated rookie action for the Bengals, Chris Jenkins. For the Bengals. Going to Bada. Bada. It's Bada. C.J. Stroud, Roshan Johnson, Geno Smith, and a Michael Pratt. Ew. Christian Kirk, Debo Samuel, Silver Tony Pollard for the Titans, and Jaden Hicks. Jerry Jeudy, Buda Baker, Patty French Fries, and Troy Franklin. Jahmyr Gibbs, Curtis Samuel, Dallas Goedert. And for the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton we will take. Going to Papa. Not bad. Okay. Don't agree with Arkham, Kimberly. It goes straight to his head. Tank Dell, DJ Moore, CJ Mosley, Hidden Potential, Kool-Aid McKinstry for the Saints. Joshua Hines, Allen, Kyle Hamilton, Aaron Rodgers, and Jerzon Newton. I've done no such thing. Xavier McKinney, Tyson Bagent, Jalen Hyatt, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Morning, Charles. 50 people in the room. I've got this exact same break pinned at the bottom right now. Plenty of deeds still in there if you feel like ripping. Travis Etienne Jr., Amari Cooper, Jamal Williams, and Jadeveon Clowney on the throwback. Trey McBride, Jared Goff, Kayshon Boutte, and for the Titans, L'Jarius Sneed on the Staz. That's right, Lion Hunter. Tell him. Follow Primo. Just do it. Come on. What if you never heard this soft, sultry voice again? Wouldn't you feel bad about that? To never hear this voice, Primo, and all the ripping deeds you might miss? Dalton Kincaid, Stephon Diggs, Harrison Smith. We got a rated rookie this time. For the Steelers, John Edwards. Don't know if old boy's got that yet, but he's got it now. He's got it now. Right meow. Keenan Allen, Cortland Sutton, Samuel Darnold, and Eric All. Look, I can't even get one follow in a jank. I said follow me and like 10 people left. They're like, man, I ain't following this. I ain't following this clown. Who's he think he is? Chris Berry bought in. LOL bought in. Look at that. Oh, no, not Brett. Roquan Smith, Devin A-Chain, Silver Hollow, Travis Kelce for the Chiefs, and Terry and Arnold. Wayne Buxton in the house. Uh-oh, we got some pimps up in here too. Brett, look. Hey, we're doing this break again. There's a deed in there for you. Okay, it's pinned right at the bottom. All right, you probably already have a deed. I know you. I already know you too well, Brett. I already know it. You probably got two. Quay Walker, J.C. Horn, Tyler Higbee, and Jaden Daniels. Wow. What the? What's going on around here? Trevor Lawrence, Jerome Ford, Joseph Bosa. Green Bay with a Xavier McKinney on the star. I think we only got one of these left. I think we only got one star left. He does exist. Zay Jones, Patty Surtain, Isaiah Spiller, and Brian Thomas Jr. on the primary colors. He showed up a couple of times this morning for the Jags. Appreciate the follow, A-Dog. James Cook, Joe Mixon, Jacoby Myers. Audric Estime for the Broncos. Man, it feels like Optic is just going to explode on us on one of these breaks. I don't know which one it is, but it's just going to happen. Gardner Minshew, Javonte Williams, Terry McLaurin, and Kool-Aid McKinstry. Mark Andrews, Luke Musgrave, Ty J. Spears, and a play-action Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers. This should have a star in it, I think, unless I can't add. It does. Deontay Johnson, Zaire Franklin, Mike Evans. Not a rookie. It's Will Levis. There he is. There he is. The man of the hour. You said QB stars. All right. Well, all the retail's done with. It's over with. There's none left. It's just hobby time now. We ain't got time for other games. It's time for hobby. And if you're new and you've gotten into this next break, I will do a recap at the end. Like I'll do basically I'll do the recap and then I'll set up the break again and then I'll do a roll call to call off who's got what. Brett, just sit back, stay a while, have a good time, and keep the trash talk moderate, mister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Empty box. Top's finest. What you got for us, dog? Edrin Cooper. Will Shipley. Malik Neighbors makes an appearance this morning. Chop, chop. Chuck Foreman. It's an auto, isn't it? Jatavian Sanders on the auto for the Panthers. That is Josh B. I haven't seen him yet this morning. Bo Nix on the finest debuts. Xavier Legette on the X-Fractor. Finest debuts. X-Fractor, Walter Payton. And a uncommon Aeneas Smith for the Eagles. What's up, Walter? Walter P. There's a lot of rookies in that pack. A lot of rookies in that pack. Bocephus. Chop. Malik. Lady. And a little Jatavian Sanders action. Oh, yeah. Look at all the... I still got 2 rookies over here. 1 base card and all of that. And it was Chuck Foreman. Roger Craig, Keenan McCardell, Tim Tebow, Mike Singletary. Ooh, on the rare, Brendan Rice for the Chargers. A Roman Wilson 92 out of 99. Still trying to figure out that playbook. Jaden Daniels on the Topps Team Finest. Jerry Rice Dynamo's refractor for the Niners. Charles Tillman on the X-Fractor. And Lawrence Taylor on the Uncommon. Peanut and Walter Payton. Jury. Jaden showed up twice this break. Calm down, Jaden. Ray, Emmitt Smith, Craig Morton, Fred Taylor for the Jags, Bob Greasy for the Dolphins. Is that Ray? Ray out of 250 for the Ravens going to Papa. Dynamos. Xavier Worthy. Johnny Wilson on the refractor. Billy Sims on the X-Fractor for the Lions. And a Daniel Marino on the Uncommon. I'm interested to see what this other auto is. I hope it's a redemption. Because they can be real nasty now. They can be real nasty now. What y'all know about? Y'all know nothing about Ray Lewis. Y'all know nothing. The pimp player of them all. Dallas Turner, Jonathan Brooks, Bucky Irving for the Bucks, Jalen Polk, Jalen McMillan for the Bucks, J.J. Watt for the Texans out of 200 on the Uncommon, Boomer Esiason Field Generals for the Bengals, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Topps Team Finest X-Fractor, okay, Warren Moon on the X-Fractor, and J.J. Watt on the Uncommon. What is this leading up to? I'm getting all bubbly inside. What's chilling in these last two packs? I don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Papa. He did. People forget that part of old boy. The part we don't talk about, you know. Same exact break as pin at the bottom, folks. Don't be scared now. We're going to rip it. The question is who you got and do you want to rip? That's the question. But they're all in the shop. Can't get them any other way. You got to be in the shop to do it. Nate Wiggins. Ricky Williams, Dallas Clark. I was waiting for a Legends pack. Calvin Hill, Archie Griffin, Bucky on the rare. Okay. Jalen Polk, finest debuts. Out of 50. Dynamos. Lad McConkey, 27 out of 50. Nice hit, Chargers. Sconald. That's a nice looking card, Scotty. X-Fractor, Troy Aikman, and a Tim Tebow. Yes, so your best thing to do, Brett, is to just get as many as you possibly can do and add them all to your cart and then check out. That's the easiest way to do it, you know? Nice hit, Scotty. Well. What does this last pack bring? I don't know what to think. It's been a good box, so I'm trying to think, like, Sanders isn't the worst auto in the world. It might be something comparable to that. It's not redemption. Looks like it might be a legend. Troy Smith, Chris Long, Jerzon Newton, Kamari Lassiter, and it is a legend for the Steelers. 36 out of 99, Barry Foster, Blue X-Fractor Deed for the Steelers. It's your boy. Donnie Mack on the uncommon out of 150. Terrell Owens Dynamos for the Eagles. Terrell Owens Refractor for the Eagles. Dwayne Bowe X-Fractor. And Lucas Kuechly on the uncommon. Scott, did you see your little deed there out of 50? Little Ladd McConkey gold action on the Dynamos. Barry Foster. It's a nice looking card, bro. You know that. I know you look at these pretty frequently, but it's a nice looking card. T.O. And we're not done yet. Resurgence is still here. And we're going to do it all over again. So if you don't have a squad, get a squad. If there's 53 people in here, even if you don't get a squad the next one, can you follow Primo, please? I mean, you're seeing him for the first time today, maybe, which is obscene. I've been doing this for 3 years. You shouldn't just be seeing me now. You should see me now and forevermore. 147 out of 150, Donnie Mack. All right. Time for a little D-Day. You do. You get everything, Mike. I've got, the only way that you wouldn't is if you asked, and you'd probably still get it anyways because I sort everything. I forget. I figured it ain't the worst thing in the world if that happens because you guys can just do whatever you want to with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Empty box. Now there's the RPA. So you go down the bottom, you go right here, and let's get some ripping in. I got you, Mike. No worries. Also, you know, I know you just got the Titans, but if you'd gotten somebody bigger, you would get all your. It doesn't matter. You'll get all your cards, whatever gets pulled. Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Edrin James, Marshall Faulk. What's going on here? Eddie George for the Titans. Looky there, out of 149. There you go, brother. Jonathan Brooks on the Circuit Breakers. Kalen Bullock and Jonah Ellis. There you go, dog. What up with it? It wouldn't matter, bro. I'd send everything that you get. I got your back, dog. I got your back. And if you did really bad, I always throw in. So you're really not gonna lose. Not here, anyways. TK Horn, what up, dog? We got the same break pin at the bottom, bro. I don't know what's left in it. Lawrence Taylor, Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell. Is this an auto? Nope, but it's nasty. Gold Voltaic, 17 out of 50, Ricky Parasol. Okay. Going to Mr. Esquire. Michael Hall Jr. and Trevin Wallace. You're new, Trevin. Okay. Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin, Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Silver Hollow, or Refractor, I'm sorry, Ray Davis, Conductors, Anthony Richardson for the Colts, Devin Leary, and Jordan Morgan. We got a ton of rookies in this, I'll say that, because I'm looking at them over here penny-sleeved. There's a lot. Ray. Still haven't got an auto yet. There's supposed to be 3 of them janks. J.J. Watt, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins, For the Cardinals, Darius Robinson on the refractor. Circuit breakers, Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. Will Shipley and Ricky Parasol one more again. One more again. One more again. Circuit breaker. Combo breaker. Franklin Gore, Bob Greasy, Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Jim McMahon on the silver or the refractor for the Bears, Voltaic, Malik Neighbors out of 249. There you go, Robert. A little piece of something. Quinion Mitchell and Blake Corum. Quinion. Still no auto. Are they all on that? There's got to be one in this, right? Or are they all in that 6-pack row over there? Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Bryce Young, Ray Lewis. For the... Oh, no, it's my boy. Barry Sanders on the silver. I don't know. That color might be different. It's out of 75. I'd have to look that up. But Brian, congrats. I'm jealous. Steve Young on the conductors. Drake May and Trey Benson. I'm jealous. Me jealous. Still no auto. No, bro, but you got a Jatavian. You did get a Jatavian. You just can't see it right now because it's behind all this stuff. Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis for the Bills, Andre Reed on the refractor, Voltaic base Malik Neighbors, Malachi Corley, and Tyrus Knight for the Seahawks. Still no auto. Wild. There's only 5 packs left. Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, Tommy Eichenberger refractor for the Raiders, Michael Irvin on the refractor, Glimmer and Gleam for the Cowboys, Xavier Worthy, and Ladd McConkey. Wow. Still no auto. 4 packs left. Supposed to be 3 autos, or 2 autos and an RPA. That's crazy, man. That's crazy talk. And I will do a recap at the end. And then I'll do a roll call of what teams are off the board in the next one. And if you don't have one in the next one, go hop in there and see if there's anybody you might like. They're in the shop. That's where they're at until they're not. Arkham, that'd be hard pressed. I haven't seen that yet. That'd be my first encounter of it. Better not happen here. Christian Okoye, Jerry Rice, Jason Kelsey. Randy Moss is backwards on the holo. Braylon Trice is one of the autos for the Falcons. Michael Irvin on the base, Glimmer and Gleam. Will Reichert and Ole Fashanu. Oh, well now. Somebody get your boots on. There's no way. There's no way. I catch you beat running like Randy Moss. B-Wax in the house, baby. Yeah, on that one, but Bills did so here. Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson, they didn't do bad. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward. Who is that? Out of 225, Aeneas Smith for the Eagles. Anthony Richardson on the refractor conductors. Nice. A.J. Barner and Keon Coleman. Kraken. What's Kraken? We got the same break pinned at the bottom, folks. Same exact break. If you feel like getting a little ripping in this morning where you didn't get in on the first one, there's some other ones in there, okay? Now, these last two boxes should have autos in them. One should be an RPA and one should be an auto. This should be interesting. Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Molecular Marks. Oh, boy. Who dat? Steve Grogan. Why are you looking like Peyton Manning this morning, Steve Grogan? Out of 50. 19 out of 50 going to the Pats. That's Evan Meredith. Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys on the Glimmer and Gleam. Chris Jenkins and Michael Pratt. Oh, boy, what's this RPA? There ain't no way they're going to do that like that. I guess they could, but there ain't no way they're going to have them all at the end and then be like, here's Steve Grogan. Here's something. Come on, baby. Holla, 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 holla. Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Mike Singletary, Troy Aikman. Good luck, everybody. Oh. Mama, there go that man. Bo Nix out of 125 RPA. It had to be, right? It had to be somebody like that. It had to be. Nice. Nice hit, bro. Oh, and I felt like I needed to point this out because I saw it yesterday. All the tops have been player worn up until this point. See that? Relic contained on the card is not from any specific game, event, or season. These are the first cards that are like that, and I wanted to point that out to everybody. Ricky Parasol, Caleb Williams, and Dallas Turner. A nice little end to the first break. Now hop on in there and get you a couple deeds while I do a recap, and then I'll do one of them sound offs. I'll be like, you got this squad, and you got this squad, and then you got this squad, boy. You got that squad, and I got that squad. You got that squad. Not bad, not bad, mate. Not bad, mate. All right, let's do a little recapping. Okay. When I saw Braylon Trice and Steve Grogan, I was like, all right, you already know. And look at all these top-loaded cards. My goodness. Y'all are getting some cards. You might not have got a $1,000 card, but you're definitely all getting something here. There's just too many. I'm looking at all of them. That's going to be fun to sort. And we're going to do it again. Derek Carr just retired. Uh-oh. Here comes Kirk Cousins. I'm just kidding. If y'all leave right now, thank you for spending the beginning of your morning with me. I'll be back on tonight if you guys are chilling. But I do have a breakdown at the bottom. I'm going to do this recap, and then we'll do a roll call of who's off the board in the next one. Okay? And I have so many over here to the left that I don't, there's a ton of rookies over here. A ton. Michael Penix, Josh Allen, Fred Warner, CeeDee Lamb, Rome Odunze, Jalen McMillan, Patty Mahomes, Nate Wiggins, Bo Nix, Ed Reed, Xavier Worthy, Dwayne Bowe, Bucky Irving, Marvin Harrison Jr., Xavier Worthy, Roman Wilson out of 99, Jaden Daniels, Jerry Rice, Malik Neighbors, Bo Nix, Will Levis, Audric Estime, Xavier McKinney, Jaden Daniels, Travis Kelce, John Edwards, L'Jarius Sneed, Chris Jenkins, Michael Irvin, Lad McConkey, Andre Reed, Malik Neighbors out of 249, Ricky Parasol, Barry Foster out of 99, Emmett Smith, A.J. Barner, Xavier Worthy, Drake May, Quinion Mitchell, Blake Corum, Donovan McNabb out of 150, Bucky Irving on the rare, Caleb Williams, Randy Moss, Anthony Richardson, Aeneas Smith out of 225, and Keon Coleman. Marvin Harrison Jr., Brock Bowers, Nate Wiggins, Brian Thomas Jr., Keon Coleman, Walter Payton, J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, Stained Glass, Caleb Williams, Brian Thomas Jr., Javon Bullard, Khalil Shakir, Ray Lewis out of 250, Kyle Hamilton, Tyrone Tracy, Saquon Barkley, Jatavian Sanders on the auto, Chop Robinson, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Braylon Allen, Tyreek Hill, Lad McConkey, Bo Nix, Harry Carson, David Njoku, Eddie George out of 149, Lad McConkey 27 out of 50, J.J. Watt out of 200, Nate Wiggins, Jalen McMillan, Warren Moon, Brennan Rice Rare, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Brian Thomas Jr., Tony Pollard, Jordan Love, Steve Young, Jim McMahon, Ray Davis, Ricky Parasol out of 50 on the Voltaic, Terrell Owens, Troy Aikman, Peanut Tillman, Xavier Leggeith, Marvin Harrison Jr., Ray Davis on the patch, Michael Irvin, Braylon Trice, Steve Grogan out of 50 for the Pats, Barry Sanders out of 75 for the Lions, DK Metcalf on the Kaleidoscopic, and Bo Nix on the RPA. Out of 125, 123 out of 125, Mr. Nix. Okay. All right, now let me get all this wrangled in here. Give me a second. I'm going to put all this stuff in its rightful place, and then I'll do a roll call. So just give me